Hello everybody. So the Saturday just gone, myself and the Bedford Home Brew Club went out on a little excursion to Brewpoint Brewery to do the tour and do the tasting afterwards. And this video is going to be a collection of some of the footage that I took on the day and a quick discussion about what Brewpoint is and what they're doing there. I'm currently drinking one of their beers. This is their Brewpoint Cloudy Keller beer. Slight haze to it, maybe not quite as cloudy as some Keller beers might be, but very nice nonetheless, quite a crisp, tasty lager. So yeah, let's get into the video and I will talk a little bit about the brewery first and then show you some footage of the tour. But overall, it was a very enjoyable day and well worth a visit there if you're in the area. Apologies for the fireworks, bonfire night tomorrow, and some people have started the party a little bit early. So anyway, let's get into the video. So if you've got no idea who Brewpoint are, essentially it's the new version or branding for Charles Wells. So Charles Wells are a brewery that's been operating in Bedford since the 1800s, and they've obviously got a long history of brewing in the town. But recently, a couple of years ago now, I think they sold out to Marston's and basically signed over all of their branding and the former brewery to Marston's, but they kept what became Wells and Company as their own business, which still owned the Charles Wells pubs. And Brewpoint is the new brewery that they've built in Bedford, basically to serve those pubs and to start brewing a kind of new range of beers with a slightly different approach, I think you could say, in terms of the offerings that they've got. The old Charles Wells beers as they were before Marston's took over, I'm certainly not gonna miss those, to be brutally honest, because they were pretty average. Bombardier would probably be the brand that most people would be aware of that Charles Wells did previously, which has been okay in the past. Certainly off of cask, I've had a few decent pints of it, but yeah, most of their beers were not anything to be writing home about. So anyway, Brewpoint is the kind of new Charles Wells brewery, as it were, or Wells and Company as it is now brewery. And they're definitely trying to get a little bit more into the kind of craft beer side of the market. They've got a amazing high-tech brand new brewery. Seems like there was no expenses spared on that front. They are still servicing the Charles Wells pubs from that brewery, so there is a little bit of the old kind of range in terms of cask ales and so on there, as well as some newer stuff like the keg beers, session IPAs, NEPAs and things like that. So there was a really good range of beers there when we went to visit. They've got a big tap room there and lots of different stuff on tap and on cask. They're doing stuff in kind of big batches for the core range, but then there's a lot of other options which are being done in slightly smaller batches as well. So quite a varied and rotating menu of beers on offer there. Some of the sort of craft beer stuff is maybe not quite as exciting as you might get from some of the other smaller breweries, but I think there's a commercial aspect for Brewpoint at the moment in terms of having to service their more traditional pubs, and the majority of their output kind of going to those, and basically them needing to make stuff that can be sold commercially easily in those outlets. That said, the fact that they're doing these really small kind of test batches and trial batches of different stuff shows that there's some quite interesting stuff going to be coming out there as time goes on, I think, and maybe they expand a little bit more into that side of the market. So yeah, the tour was brilliant, really good tour, very knowledgeable tour guides. Got 6 beers to try afterwards as a flight of tasters, which the guide talked us through as well. So guided tasting of those and a free can to take away at the end as well, which I think was this one. So all in that was 20 quid, food served there as well. It was good. So yeah, if you're in the area, I would recommend popping in for a visit. If not to do the tour, at least just to pop in and see the tap room, because you can see quite a bit of the brewery from the tap room anyway. And yeah, so if you do get along, hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think of the video. Cheers.
So that's what you call me, you know? That or his dudeness or Duder or, you know, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.